Hello friends, this is a question number 29 of Pathfinder Newton laws of motion. What is the wording of this question? The question is saying a block of mass 1.0 kg is given an initial velocity 20 meter per second by a sharp hit on a horizontal floor. Lubricated with lubricated oil means one floor is given and at that floor some oil is present. Okay. So the block moves in a straight line and stops due to the viscous drag of the oil film. How the force F of the viscous drag varies with the velocity of the block as shown in the figure. So it is the linear variation. Means the viscous forces directly depends on the linear function of velocity. Graph. Interval from 14 meter per second to 0.1 meter per second. So the correct initial velocity is 14 meter per second to 0 meter per second. However, the experiment forget to label the coordinate. Okay, my dear friends. So after an instant when the block was moving 8 meter per second, it slides 20 meter and stops. Okay. How far does the block slides from the beginning to the instant it stops sliding? Means, my dear friend, what is happening in this situation? Just look at please. If suppose this is a surface and this surface is oil is placed in this surface, the block is start to moving from here, and when it is a speed here, suppose this speed is 8 meter per second, and from 8 meter per second to become a stop, this distance is 20 meter. This distance is 20 meter. So we don't know what is this distance. Okay. So if we want to calculate this distance, we should go with the proper way because we don't know what type of forces is acting. But one force is acting in this case, that is called viscous force because of the oil presence, which is, so here viscous drag is present. So deceleration, that is called A, which is minus Fr by m. And from this graph, I tell you already, again I am repeating, from this graph, this is the linear variation. So the drag force is directly proportional to the linear velocity. Okay, so we can say that it is minus kv by m. My dear friend, we can write one simple equations that is called v dv over dx is equal to minus kv by m. Okay, mass is given 1 kg. So without any discussion, I can write this equation. Vv cancel and dv is equal to minus k by m into dx. Can I write like this? Okay. So you can say that one important thing we knows very well. If I can suppose I can write here some negative coordinate x is equal to minus d. Here at x is equal to 0 and here x is equal to 20 meter. So we can say that at x equal to 0, the velocity is 8 meter per second and x is equal to 20, the velocity is 0. So my dear friend, we can say that simply it is 8 is equal to k into 20 by m. So on this basis, we can calculate the value of k, that is called 8 by 20. Or you can say that it is 2 by 5. So the value of k is 2 by 5, which is very helpful for me. So now we know here the initial velocity. In this question it is given initial velocity is 20 meter per second. Means here the velocity is 20 meter per second. So we can very easily come from this equation. So from this equation, the dv is equal to minus k by m into dx, and integrating on both sides, and my dear friend, x is equal to minus d, the value is 20 meter per second. So x is equal to minus d, the value is 20 meter per second. And you can say that directly. If you want, you can calculate, otherwise you can leave. At x is equal to 0, the velocity is 8 meter per second. You can go also directly, x is equal to 20, the velocity is 0. Okay, it is up to you. So now if you calculate, it is comes 8 minus 20 is equal to minus 2 by 5 is equal to d into d. So my dear friend, 8 by minus 20, it is 12, is equal to 2 by 5 into d. So finally d is equal to, it's coming 30 meter. So we can say that from x is equal to minus d means x is equal to minus 30 to x is equal to 20. So x is equal to minus 30 to x is equal to 20. So total distance cover is s is equal to 50 meter. So this is your answer. Thank you so much for watching video. This is your correct option is